What is going on, Discord? What is up, YouTube? My name is Hayez. I am joined by Artemis, as always, and welcome to the Subject 4 podcast. We are a fan-made podcast where we talk about all things Project 863. If you don't know what Project 863 is, you can catch up on all the previous seasons and episodes on the Matthias Channel on YouTube. Today, we will be discussing Season 3, Episode 12. This creepy mannequin appeared at the studio, in parentheses, no one knows how.
No one knows how. Well, someone has to know how.
Somebody has to know.
Yeah, somebody has to know.
Before we even talk about anything else, look, we were talking about this earlier. I don't understand the mannequin. It's great. It's a great episode. It's creepy. It's spooky, whatever. But it's like, I am so confused by this mannequin and what it's supposed to represent. Like, why does it have Matt's clothes on? Why is it in Megadesk? Why is it moving? How is it moving around seamlessly? Why is it just appearing out of thin air in the Mountaineer? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Well, there is somebody that knows, and she's in our audience right now, but she ain't going to tell us. Hi, Chanel. At any time, if you want to hop up, you do have the perms to hop up on stage. Just wanted to make that known. I know you just like to lurk and listen. But I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I have the biggest doll phobia. I do not like dolls.
I know.
Mannequins, not so much. I'm talking about the dolls, when you lay them down, they shut their eyes, and when you lift them up, their eyes open again. It's creepy. Why do you want your dolls to blink?
Like those little creepy baby dolls they used to make back in the day.
Yeah, why?
You lay them down and their eyes closed, and then you sit them up, and they're just like, hello. And you're like, no, not today, succubus.
Yeah, and so, I mean, I do have to say, I did find the mannequin creepy, but another thing that, if you notice, please, nobody say this in the comments, and nobody come at me and be like, you spelled mannequin wrong. Look it up, because everywhere even in the description, mannequin is spelled incorrectly in the term that they're using it in the show. I used it correctly. But,
mannequin, a person who is very small, especially one not otherwise abnormal or deformed.
And now, did you look up mannequin? Manikin?
Ikin. Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah, it's actually, if you go into, I think it's one of the first links when you Google it. It is actually the full body is a mannequin. Mannequins, the way that the show spells them, are actually the ones that are missing arms or heads in department stores. So I guess there's this huge avid collectors of mannequins. And so
I'm getting Google images of training heads.
Don't look at it. Do not type in mannequin and go to Google Images. What is wrong with you?
It's these training heads for beauty school, and it's creeping me out. Oh my God, no!
No.
Make it stop!
Shut it off! Shut it off!
Clear cache. Delete history. Clear all the cookies.
Clear all the cookies. It never happened.
Southern
just went, I'm going to do it. No. Well, good luck with the nightmares.
Clear the cookies.
Let's go ahead and start with the show beats because the show did happen yesterday. We do talk about it the day after to collect our thoughts. So, so it's been a while for some of us. Unless you're Shades, who just watched it right before the podcast.
No, I watched it last night when I was supposed to be in bed.
That's why you're so tired.
I fixed the Minecraft server, and I was like, I really need to watch this episode.
And then you went to bed?
Yeah.
Wow, you're brave. Yeah, show beats. So it starts off with a recap of the interview of the survivor, where they barely learned anything new with that person. Matt says he saw the comments on where they went wrong, which I don't know. He didn't really sound apologetic. I'm so sorry. you guys are right. The way we handled it was incorrectly. He was just like, yeah, you're all yelling at us. We know, like, type of thing. So they talk about the sensors in the building for employee comfort. What do you think about that, Shades? Employee comfort in quotations.
How do you measure employee comfort with sensors? What kind of sensor measures that? I mean,
I just think it's for one employee comfort, and it's the CEO.
one.
One
What is the
employee.
employee? What is the current employee comfort? One.
One is comfortable
One.
with this.
Yeah.
While Matt wants to talk about that, Bailey is more concerned about the absolate that's keeping Matt alive. We did get confirmation from Matt that he is still wearing it, and Bailey's all like, "We'll take it off," and he's like, "What if it is keeping me alive?" So that was an interesting back and forth with that.
Yeah.
We
I want to see them try to forcibly take it from Matt and see his reaction.
no.
I want to see what he does. Like, I want to see if they try to take it.
It didn't work in Lord of the Rings. Why is it going to work here?
Matt's just on the front.
My precious. You did that too well. Oh my god. Yeah, I totally picture that. Like, he's just like in the corner of like NateDsz, just like like the dark corner over there,
Yeah.
and he's just stroking the absolute that's around his neck, and he's just like, yes.
Yes.
No one will take you.
My precious, come back to me.
Phantom, well, Duck basically just mentioned in the comments, Matt in a cage. That comes from the Spellbound, the Science Babes YouTube channel, where they really want to put Matt into a Faraday cage, which they think that maybe the absolute is being controlled by some kind of electric signals. And so if you put him into a Faraday cage, he can no longer receive those signals, and he wouldn't be like possessed anymore. So they
Possessed.
have, and there's always like somebody there who's on stage, me, who's going, Matt in a cage, Matt in a cage.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just Matt in a cage.
So, I mean, if we take the absolute off of him and throw him in the cage, wonder how that will work. Yeah. But
because he was like, so like Bailey was trying to like, well, like just take it off for a second. And he's like, no, you're trying to kill. Like, he's so paranoid.
I do have to say, Matt in this episode, and I was telling Shades before this, Matt in this episode, he's a little bit of a butthole in this episode, and I'm starting to jump on that bandwagon that something's really, really going on. So
he's getting paranoid. He's like looking over his shoulder. He doesn't trust anyone.
Yeah,
like,
and I have to say, the way that Bailey was talking to him, if you go back and put your like shoes on Matt's feet, and Bailey's all like, "Hey, that thing's keeping you alive. Take it off." Like, it's a little concerning. Like, I can see where Matt's all like, "No." I can see that. That might be keeping you alive. Take it off. Let's see you flop around like a fish. Like,
I love Bailey so much. She's like, there's a lot of people that have a theory that that's the only thing keeping you alive. You should take it off.
You should take it off. And I can see Matt kind of being paranoid. Like, no. So I just find that the first altercation where they're on the couch in this scene, I find it really funny, the whole Bailey and Matt back and forth. Yeah, back and forth. It's really funny. It's just all like, no. They after the couch scene in front of the break room, they go to Megadesk, and that's where we get our first sighting of the Manikin. And I guess Subject 4 has already deemed the Manikin, like, we're not supposed to be calling it Manikin. We're supposed to be calling it Maniquin. So I think I'm going to do that from now on.
Maniquin.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just, like, maybe it's Quinn. No, sorry. Anyway, so we'll just go ahead and go with that since subject 4 is already deemed that its name. So the first sighting of Manikin is in Matt's chair at Megadesk. He is wearing Matt's clothes. They're the same clothes that were used to stop the serum bomb and when he destroyed the server. And what else did he do in those clothes? Oh, he was taken to that like clean room and injected with some clear liquid. So
Did he have those pants on when he destroyed the server? I don't
yeah,
remember those pants.
yeah, he had those pants on. Pretty sure. I'm about 95% sure. There's 5%.
I mean, I know those pants. Those pants are like obvious. They're very familiar, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't pay attention to what people wear in the episodes.
Well, at this time they're thinking it's a prank, so they like immediately turn around to the biggest prankster that we know about in Spellbound is
Tanner.
No, not Tanner.
No, Tanner Cat.
No, Rose.
Yeah.
Rose
Cat.
is back there. Yeah, Cat's back there. I called her Rose. No, that's her artist name.
Her name's Catherine.
Catherine.
She's married to Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah, it should be me.
Jeez.
I didn't say that.
At Megadeth, they look back at the footage of the interview with the survivor. They talk about the theory that she could be Jordan Kendall, and everyone kind of shoots that down. That her response was kind of just like, "No, I don't know that person." Whereas everyone else was kind of like a definitive, like, "No, don't want to talk about that person and whatnot." So they don't really buy into that theory. They go back to talking about employee comfort and what this means. And I wrote in red here, could this be why we have the West and Deb tape? We have...
That's a possibility.
Was this employee comfort. So we do know that there was some sense of spying on their employees. And I mean, we do have a tape of Wes and Deb talking. So it's probably where the tape came from, was this employee comfort.
Interessante.
Interesting. So they jump over to Reddit. Over in Reddit, there were a couple of things interesting that happened. Matt just kept like bypassing all the times that Subject 4 is telling them that he's going insane or he handled everything incorrectly.
He's just like, nope. Oh, memes.
Memes. One of the things that stood up was an old footage of Hannah talking about how she hears voices in I think she says red bass. And Sam also says that the basses are just very creepy, and that there was one instance where she thought she heard talking upstairs, and she went upstairs and she was the only one in the building. So after going through Reddit for a little bit, they decided to go look at the electric panels and see if they can find any like wires coming from somewhere that they don't know where, or they don't understand, like an electrical box that isn't supposed to be there, type of thing. But as soon as they walk out of Megadeth, they notice that the doll moved, but they just chalk that up as Catherine might have moved it. They go to the warehouse, and this is where we get our second sighting of Manikin. In the camera room, off of Blue Base. They still think it's a prank. Matt and Bailey have a confrontation at the what is that? The lobby of Blue Base, where Bailey's asking him to take it off. And Matt says, if I take it off and start fainting, who's going to put it back on? And basically saying he has no trust in his team anymore. So what do you think about that, Shades?
Well, yeah, it's obviously I mean, I think what Woods did kind of attributed to that. Like, Woods stole a file out of the cabinet, out of the filing cabinet, and They found it in his apartment, tucked behind, I think it was like behind the TV. Like he hid it in the weirdest place. But I think that attributed to it. I think that's what he was kind of alluding to. But I mean, every episode you see it, like his trust goes further down for all of his employees. Like, I don't think I can, like, who am I supposed to trust here? I don't think I can trust anybody. And he's super paranoid, and like he just puts he has no faith in his employees anymore. No trust, no faith. Getting super paranoid. He's just he's kind of, it's like he's starting to slip a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, thinking about it now, like when I watched that, I was just like, dude, like, what? Like they built a vault. And yeah, at one point Matt was the only one that had the password to the vault, but eventually Sam got it, and everyone had access, free access to evidence. And I mean, this is like the first part, like key evidence that he's playing close to his chest. Pun intended. But
it's almost like, I want to say the absolate's driving him to keep itself safe. Like it's penetrating his mind. It's controlling his thoughts to be to where it's like, no, I can't take it off. It has to stay right here. I have to keep it safe. My precious have to be right here with me all the time.
Sluggy the Slug, great username. I think I say that every time I say his username, their username. It's because Bailey kept saying, Matt, take it off the absolute to see if he'll die or something. We have to remember, I mean, he was walking around fine without it before the bomb. I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe he got worse or something like that, but I mean, we have to, like...
I just want to see him try to take it from him. Like, I just want to be like, no, where like they all like go to hold him down and forcibly take it from him. I just want to see him flip out.
Yeah.
And just be like, no, you can't take it from me.
So it was just very interesting that he no longer trusts them. And I'm wondering if this is because he doesn't trust Woods, and that kind of hurt him. And so maybe he's just like, I'm just tired of trusting you all. I can trust myself. So I think, honestly, he still does not trust Woods. So I don't know.
Obviously, why would he? Woods stole from him. Or, I mean, it's not, is it really? I mean, I guess it is Matt's property. It's on his property.
Yeah.
I mean, locked up safely. So
he bought the building, and that includes the items that were left
everything
behind.
in it.
Yeah.
And Woods stole it from him. By the way, Ink Knight says I am an angsty writer. Yes, I am. Want to
such
see
an
angst.
He's such an angsty writer that he has not written in a very, very long time.
I'm retired.
Sorry.
I don't have time anymore.
So after we leave that kind of awkward altercation and Sam kind of redirects everything, the third sighting is at Red Base on the stairs. And after they see it for the third time, they lock it in a closet. They're looking around, they hear a noise, and it's actually Catherine upstairs who's putting up a projector.
With a strangely oversized ladder. Like, yes. What are you doing, Kat? Also, like, she had a 12-foot extension ladder inside trying to put up a projector. Like,
yeah.
Kat, come on.
She also... It's also interesting how the guys stayed downstairs and sent Sam and Bailey and Subject 4 upstairs.
But then they came up afterwards.
Yeah, they did, but it was still weird because even Sam mentioned it was weird because she's like, that noise definitely came upstairs. Like, what are they What are they doing? And this noise did come upstairs because Kat
As soon
said,
as soon as they heard the noise, they made the arbitrary mistake of every horror genre everywhere. It's like, okay, let's split up.
so
No,
you don't think it's weird that the boys Matt insisted that they stay downstairs and sent the girls upstairs,
no,
where
I
the
think it was
threat was
just.
actually happening.
I mean, he sent Bailey up there. Bailey is the. I mean, Bailey can handle herself.
Well,
We all know that. She has a
yeah,
background in Muay Thai and a
I don't
thirst for
know.
danger. But
I don't know. It was interesting.
like, I think it was just.
Go. Okay, this is why I find it's interesting.
I think it was just coincidence.
Go
Like,
back.
honestly.
Go back to season 1. Trying to think. Yes, season 1. Matt holding a bat and saying, "You guys are my kids." It didn't feel like Matt sending the two girls upstairs where the noise came from. Because Shades, I have no doubt in my mind, if me and you were in that building and you heard a noise, you would want to go first. And you would put put me behind you type of thing.
Well,
Putting
okay.
yourself between me and the danger. I know for a fact you would do
Sluggy
that.
Slug said exactly what I was just thinking. Like, here's the thought process. Like, Bailey and Sam, they're confident it came from upstairs. Woods and Matt are confident it came from downstairs. So they're like, okay,
Did
they
Woods
can't
say
agree on it.
it was downstairs?
Do what?
Did Woods say that it was downstairs? I don't know.
He agreed with Matt. He's like, yeah, that came from over here.
Oh, okay. I don't
And
know. I just
I
thought it
think
was
they just couldn't
weird.
agree on it. And he's like, you know what? All right, y'all go. You go. You two will go upstairs. We'll go this way. And
Rose over at YouTube says he thought they were gonna go run down the back way, and they were gonna trap it upstairs. That's an interesting thought. I like that thought.
and
That's a lot better
the
for me.
second thing
That makes me
is
feel better. Thank you, Rose.
the second thing is even if he was, even if there was a doubt that it may have come from upstairs, Matt's thinking it's a mannequin. What's the worst that could happen? Like he's assuming it's just a mannequin. Like it's like he's not sending them into a burning building. It's just a mannequin.
I don't know. Well, is it just a mannequin?
I mean, I don't know what to think about it. Like I'm assuming it's just a mannequin, but I don't know.
I don't know.
It confuses me. I'm confounded by the mannequin.
Well, they hear a noise, and it's Cat upstairs. The fourth sighting is at the body outline. They run down and check the stair. They check the closet, and the mannequin's gone. The fifth sighting is in the mountain ear. They check the nest footage, and the mannequin just appears in the driver's seat. And then they see the mannequin move and look at the camera. And that's how we end. I am
Weird.
also
Like,
confused.
I don't understand what it's supposed to mean or represent.
What does it mean? What does it all mean?
Oh,
okay.
and we forgot the best line. The best line of this whole episode is when they run into Tanner and they're like, "Oh, Tanner, you did this, right?" And he's like, that's something I would do, but no, wasn't me.
And then he said, "Where would I get a mannequin?"
Where would I get a mannequin? And Bailey goes, "From the mannequin store." And then Tanner goes, "She just hit me with from the mannequin store."
Something I would. That is something I would say.
Like I was at work today, and one of the girls is like, "Yeah, she puts an order in, and she's like, I have to wait 5 minutes to generate the picking list." And then the other girl goes, "No, they updated the system, so we don't have to do that anymore." And she's like, "Oh my God, do you know how much time that's going to save me?" And I go, 5 minutes. And she's like, "Shut up."
Well, so I want to read the description of the event if I still can. If I still can, then I want to read it. I still can. Yay. For the description of this episode, I wrote in the events for Discord. I wrote, join your favorite podcast hosts, Shades and Artemis, as we dive into the new episode, spooky episode. There is something more sinister going on in the studio. Is there a deeper meaning? ? Or is this all just another distraction from the true evil afoot? Afoot. It's not a foot, it's a whole body. It's a mannequin.
It's a mannequin.
It's a mannequin. But
J.C. Penney's behind this. I know it.
Are they still around?
J.C. Penney? I don't know. Dillard's.
You're showing your age. I don't think Forever 21. That would be more like targeting our audience, Shades. Forever 21. Only grandmas shop at Dillard's.
I miss Sears.
Showing your age, bud. Showing your age. J.C. Penney is
Sears. Toys R Us.
You're still showing your.
KB Toys. You remember KB Toys?
No, no.
Yes, KB Toys was amazing.
My birthday, I always shopped at Target for toys, or Target, Toys R Us, or like a random toy store inside our malls or something like that. But the mannequin it's been okay. Gather your thoughts, Artemis. Gather your thoughts. It's been bugging me because it's like I saw a post on Reddit where it was all like, how does it know it's showing up? And it was kind of a comedic post where it's all like, well, you said where you were going, before you went there. But I'm like, that's usually what they do. Like, they don't just like follow Matt around. He usually goes, okay, let's go over here. Okay, let's go over here. Or where do you guys want to go next? Oh, we should go over here. So like, they always do that. So it's like, was it following them or was it trying to lure them somewhere? Was the spots that it kept showing up significant?
It was like it was anticipating where they were going to go.
Well, yeah, you didn't really have to do that because they said that where they were going to go. So why be at the location? Because actually it said that they said that they were going to Red Base and it was up on top of the stairs. They didn't say anything about going on top of the stairs.
Anarchy says we need to find the key to the 1994 Ford Fiesta and this will all go away.
No.
I agree.
No. The thing about the mannequin at the very end, it clearly knows where the cameras are.
Right.
Because it looked directly at a camera. What does it mean? I don't know.
No, I'm so confused.
I'm very confused because it's like we have this employee sensors thing. We had that mystery going through, and it was like Matthias was just like, yeah, a mannequin, but the sensors. Yeah, the mannequin's back, but the sensors. But the mannequin's back, but the sensors. So that was weird. Like, if I saw the mannequin leave a closet, I would have been like, I'm taking the rest of the day off, guys. Peace. Like, I don't know.
I wonder if the mannequin lines up with places that Matt has sat or been standing in previous episodes. I mean, obviously he sat in the chair. I vividly remember him sitting on those stairs. Of course, he sat in the driver's seat of the Mountaineer, but the other locations, is it possible that...
I didn't see, he didn't lay down on the chalk outline Sam
Did he? He did though.
No,
Didn't he?
You're thinking of BTS. Sam did.
Oh, Sam.
Sorry, spell breaking.
Magic, no.
No, we've lost the magic.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had writing on the wall, we've had voices, we have footsteps, and now we have a mannequin moving around.
Like it's just this threw me all the way off. Like
maybe they should talk to Ben.
Again?
Ben, have you ever had a mannequin chase you around a building?
Yeah. What does this mannequin mean?
Just bring him with you to the prison and be like, do you know this guy?
He just won't talk to him. He's like, leave me.
I know that the science babes had the theory of maybe where the mannequin showed up were all locations where deaths happened.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
But why wear Matt's clothes?
I don't know.
What
does it mean?
Another theory the science babes had, that in Subject 4 pulled together yesterday, was wearing Matt's clothes signifies that he is Subject 1. Are these previous Subject 1's death's place?
Or could it be foreshadowing? Could it be...
And we do have a lot of foreshadowing stuff going on. Like, we had an absolute date.
Yeah. I mean, could it be visions from the future? Could it be replicating the past? Or alternate timelines where this is already played out? I don't know.
Or maybe the mannequin was showing up where sensors were.
But why would sensors be in the Mountaineer?
Well, the tape was right there. The tape was found
in the Mountaineer.
Right there in front of the driver's seat. Did he have his hands on the steering wheel?
The mannequin?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's weird. Like, he wasn't just, like, sitting there. He was actually, like, beep, beep, vroom, vroom.
Yeah. I was like, dang traffic.
Agent 47 says, or the mannequin is a sensor. He's sensitive. I
see what you did there.
Yeah. And under the stairs seems like a pattern. Well, he wasn't under the stairs. I mean...
He was on the stairs.
He was on the stairs right where the server was, like, right?
What stairs were those?
The red base.
Red base stairs?
I think so.
Huh. And they found the server in what?
Red base, those stairs.
I don't know.
Sir Bretta says orange base stairs. Okay, because we found the gun safe, which is, I was rewatching the show recaps and I was all like, oh, that's a gun safe. We have a gun in this story. Interesting. So we found the gun safe where NateDsz is. Standing on top of the stairs, that's where the server is. We have he's over at the body outline, where we found the body outline. He's over at the Mountaineer where we found the tape. Right? Am I missing something? So maybe they should revisit the safe, the gun safe, the server, the dead body, and the Mountaineer. Because it's like, all this stuff all of this stuff, we still have a body outline that they messaged John Doe about that they still haven't gotten answers for. Can we focus on one thing, please? I kind of feel like Matt in this episode where he's all like, but the sensors, like, Manikin, great. Sensors! Like, I'm just all like, body outline! The pen and Ben Cell! Like, can we concentrate on something? Like, the pen and Ben Cell. Why didn't you just turn around and go, Ben, where did this come from? I don't know. I think me and you are at a loss in this episode.
I'm literally I'm grasping for straws. So I have no idea.
I say, like, any moderators out there, if you want to hop up on stage and, like, give a theory, go ahead. You guys have permission to do so. But
I do have some good news, though.
Yes.
Sonic has half-price corn dogs all day tomorrow.
I thought about the Sonic 2 movie coming out when you said Sonic. Oh, I do have a theory. I'm so sorry. I do have a theory.
Totally disregarded
Laura Nicole Hare messaged me midnight my time last night. But she pinged me in our Theorist Theater on our Discord. It says, I know a lot of people might have already brought this up. The fact that the Manikin was wearing the same clothes Matt wore while capturing Ben and deactivating the serum bomb, but something else happened that day as well. Matt was taken to some clean rooms, tested on, and injected with some clear fluids, all the while wearing those clothes. He also smashed up the server and confronted Deb in those clothes too. He confronted Deb in the mega desk chair. He smashed up the server, but we still have the Mountaineer and we still have the body outline. Are these like all places that Matt's messed up? Like there's something still missing in the Mountaineer and there's something still missing at the body outline. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
I'm just going through our theorist theater. But yeah, if any moderators have any theories, or if you were listening to this, please write your theories in the comments. I am looking at YouTube, and Shades is looking at Discord. But if you have a theory, please raise your hand. And Shades. Oh wait, we do have someone. Hi, Ink Knight.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so keep in mind I'm super sleep deprived, so this might make no sense at all.
You're not the only one, Inky.
I think these days we're all just a little bit sleep deprived.
Yeah.
But the thing that came to me was that the Manikin is connected to the Absolute. And because the Absolute is so close and so quote-unquote synchronized to Matt and so dependent on Matt, and Matt is so dependent on the Absolute, I was thinking like he might accidentally be controlling the Manikin with his mind. Like you were saying, he told the team that he was not exactly willingly, but like you said, he told the team that he was going to go to Red Base, but nobody mentioned going upstairs. He might have thought of checking upstairs, and the Manikin was like, I'm just gonna sit by the stairs and wait for you. And then when he said, we need to go look at the cameras, I need to go look at Nest, it waited for after they left to turn its head towards the camera, as if it was waiting for Matt to be there. And every single jump scare we've had this episode, it was either or on where would Matt be if he walked into the room either first or alone, directly looking at him, or even if he wasn't the first going in, it would always be facing Matt.
Chanel, if you can't answer this question, it's totally okay. But was it live when he looked at the camera? Was that live footage or was that a recorded footage?
I don't know. I think he went back and I know he went. I don't know
I
if
was
the first
assuming
time
it
he
was
looked at it.
recorded.
Yeah, but
I
it's a
think,
Nest
yeah.
camera. Like maybe it was live and they were looking at the
If it
live.
was live, like I know at some point he had to go back and zoom in to show the team, but I don't know if the first going round was or not. Oh yeah,
Soroxa
Soroxa
says
pointed
that
out.
they were recorded
Yeah.
because they were watching when it appeared, but then wouldn't it eventually just catch itself up? Or I don't know.
Like if he, like we don't know
Because
if he I think he fasted forward, didn't he?
I think it would be 100% more creepy if it knew it was watching them and turned its head and looked at them.
Right?
Yeah. So that's why I was just asking, like, I was just asking out of curiosity. I have no
And
theories,
even if
Chanel,
it-
but if you could say if it was live or not.
And like even if it wasn't 100% live, if it turned its head as soon as Matt and the team were out of sight, out of direct sight, that's still pretty creepy. Like I know you're gonna see me turning my face towards you eventually, and I'm gonna stare you down into your soul through the cameras.
Sluggy the Slug says, I feel the Manikin is warning about what might happen to Matt if he takes off the abslate or something to do with Matt. Well, we know that has to do with Matt because he's wearing Matt's clothes. He's not like wearing Tanner's clothes. Because Matt has extra clothes.
Walking around in Tanner's clothes.
Yeah, he has extra clothes for Dope or Nope. So does Tanner. So I mean, he could have easily been wearing Tanner's clothes, but the Manikin was wearing Adidas though, wasn't it? And I have to say that
I honestly have no idea.
I just know it was all black.
Yeah,
it was
because
all black.
Matt, when he went into the clean room, there was a shot of the camera looking down and he was being kind of pushed along. He was wearing his shiny, like, pointed shoes. Not his black Adidas. And yes, I know a lot about Matt's shoes because I've been helping an artist draw him, okay? It's not a foot fetish, okay?
Hold on, now that you mention it, I'm gonna look at the episode because I'm pretty sure the Manikin was wearing black shoes. Like it was all black clothing. I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
it was all black clothing, but Matt also, he has all black Adidas and then he's got black shiny shoes. So.
Yeah. I'm getting you a screenshot because I don't know. These look kind of shiny, but I'm not 100% sure.
If it has laces, they're the Adidas.
It does.
They're the Adidas. Have laces. And he was not wearing the Adidas when he went into the clean room and when he broke down the server, I believe.
Let me get you the picture.
It's so weird that I know so much about this guy's shoes. I only own 2 pairs of shoes. I have Converse and I have these like really nice dress up like thigh high boots.
Wow.
I have some more
like
than that, but
the complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
I like to party, okay?
Oh, God.
White Wolf
PG-13 show.
White Wolf Farts says no, it's White Wolf Arts. Sorry, White Wolf
Farts.
Oh no! Oh no! That just
changed.
clicked.
That got me right there.
Oh no!
Oh,
that hurt a little bit.
I'm so tired that fart jokes are funny.
What was funny was it was like that's how I read
don't
it was
like
White
fart
Wolf.
jokes.
Like that's the first place your mind went was White Wolf Farts.
Like I don't even find fart jokes funny, and I giggled.
We're all sleep deprived up here on stage. Oh my gosh, this podcast is gonna be the death of me. But wife,
Oh,
white,
you have a long way to go.
I know.
White Wolf
Weird.
Arts says the shoes change.
You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh god.
Mr. Brenna says it was White Wolf Arts. I swear, White Wolf, you need to change your name. Or at least capitalize arts. Wait, is it capital?
It is.
It is. Your brain just wanted to see farts so bad.
It's all capitalized. They need to go in lowercase. Sorry.
No.
I've
That's gonna
lost
make
it.
it
I'm
worse.
so sorry. I'm so tired.
Oh god. This is why laughing is better with company. I don't care if you can say beep boop until you're not sad anymore. As long as you're laughing with friends, you don't need anything else.
Don't say beep boop. Don't sit in a
Beep
dark
boop.
room going beep boop,
Beep
to
boop.
make yourself laugh. People are going to call somebody and you're going to end up in a straitjacket. Beep boop, beep boop. But yeah.
I mean, I guess my roommate should be calling the cops right now. Because my lights are off and they think I'm talking to myself.
Oh.
There I go.
But so
This is
this is
what this podcast has turned into.
White Wolf
this
Farts.
GIF right now.
Oh, I haven't seen the GIF. I'm watching YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is there feet?
Oh god.
They're
Gas
crusty
content.
feet at that.
Well, they were dudes. Is that
I'm gonna do everybody in the chat a favor.
is that Ed? Oh, they
And
deleted
bleach. I'm sorry, I need eye bleach now.
it. Was that Ed?
I don't know
Who's
who
Ed?
is.
No neck Ed.
Oh no.
You don't know who Ed is.
I don't know who that is. I don't keep up with the
All right,
times.
guys, start posting. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
That guy. Yeah.
Oh, the mayonnaise man. That explains a lot.
White Wolf loves that picture.
I like White Wolf farts.
See, Southern likes the picture. Sorry. So anyway, White Wolf says that the shoes change, which would be weird. But anyways,
Who cares about consistency?
I don't really like. Okay, so the reason why I named this Manikin, Matthias's true Manikin, is always remember that. It was either going to be Matthias's true mannequin or it was going to be Matthias's dummy. For the title of this podcast. Because I don't know, when the mannequin showed up wearing Matt's clothes, Benjamin's quote that Matthias just wears his mask better than he does kept popping in my head. Like, and now we have like this fake Matthias running around the studio. Maybe it's symbolic as that.
Copying him.
Hmm?
The mannequin is somewhat mimicking Matt, be it by being in places before he was, being it in positions or places where he'd be sitting. Like, I think Matt was one of the few people who got into the Mountaineer. So it's like a copycat.
He wasn't the only person to drive it. Woods drove it.
True, but who was the first?
Matt.
Who sits on the main chest of Megadeth? Like, yeah, Woods, once when they contacted Faye, also sat on the Megadeth, but that's Matt's chair by definition.
Saraxa, you know a lot about the layout of Spellbound. Has the room where they found all the keys been on camera since they found the keys in Red Base? Agent 47 also says, I like you're going here because I want you here. That's how I know you are here. Oh, okay. All right, Soraka. Well, I'm just wondering because it's like, has that room reappeared in our 863 story? Like, does that room, other than just finding a whole bunch of keys in a lockbox, hold another significance? And I'm trying to picture in my head where that is in proximity to where the body outline is. But I don't know the layout of Red Base like I do Blue Base, but well, Shades, do you want to call somebody up here?
Yeah, let's hear from subject 4.
Yeah.
I'll leave you guys to it. I'll go back.
If
looking.
it, yeah, you have permission to hop up at any time if something sparks in your head.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Let's if you have a question, comment, or theory,
Oh, there's Nugs.
please raise your hand, or if you're a moderator, just come up on stage.
Yep.
I thought I'd just come up and
Oh, okay.
Do you have?
join the
thought-
conversation. I like the viewer conversation. It's one of
Do
my
you
favorite
have a
parts.
theory, Nugs, that you want to talk about?
I was just saying this in chat. Honestly, I have nothing. Absolutely nothing pertaining to this episode.
Dude, I'm at a loss. Like, I don't.
I am too. That's what I
Like-
said. I'm completely lost.
This is
I
where
have
Matt
no-
Chanel go. Yes, we have him right
I
where
have
we
no
wanna.
idea where it's
Alright.
going.
So
I
let's
have I don't even have a thought on what.
No,
what
I the
point of
only
this
thing that
mannequin
I
is.
think is it's just a distraction.
Yeah.
Let's talk to a tier 2 member. Let's talk to Southern here. Let's pull Southern up here and
Our winner of our PvP event.
yes. So Southern, I'm going to send you an invite to speak.
Speak.
Why can't I?
I'm not looking at the.
Oh, there it went. So you just click accept and come on up here. Here we go.
And I gladly hold that victory over everyone's head. You're welcome.
Just remember, you never went after Shades or Squatter or me.
I wasn't even there.
I joined the event late. Come and wreck everybody.
Wreck everyone and leave. That's what we do.
So, do you have a theory, comment, or observation?
I had, I guess, a kind of weird theory. It's very broad. I did notice this episode how, just like everybody else noticed, because I've seen posts about it, how people have been mentioning how Matt has kind of like pushed his crewmates, I guess you could call them, further away. Like he doesn't trust them. Like it's harder to trust. What is, and that just really points out to me like the further, like the more and more he becomes like he's becoming like Ben. So I was wanting to say that maybe the mannequin is just a representation. Maybe it's like a warning shot from either Cyphus or Deb. Like, for Cyphus, it could be like a warning shot saying like, if you don't stop what you're doing, you're gonna end up like Ben, and that's never good. Or from Deb, it's like, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen for 863 to split apart. And if you don't like, if you keep on this track, then it's kind of hard to explain. But like, if you keep on this track, then you're gonna split up the group because you're gonna try to do this on your own, and this is what's going to happen if you try to do it on your own.
Bailey wants to know what it would be warning. What would it be a warning of?
Yeah, that
And
was
I
my
think
question is what
I think Southern is
why is it a
basically
warning?
saying like this is what it looks like to be by himself because there were no subjects.
Right.
There wasn't a mannequin of subjects 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Right.
I
So it
think
would be
that's
like
what
it's a
Southern is saying,
representation.
Bailey.
Yeah.
It's a representation of when he's alone, like after he's pushed everyone away. Now, I do want to say where the mannequin was laying on the dead body, it could mean, to me it means one of two things. One, it could mean the obvious check that spot even further, like dig deeper and explore it more. But it could also, I think it also means like when Matt pushes everyone away and he's by himself, then this is where being by yourself could lead you. A dead body on the floor.
Agent 47 says, "Hi, Bailey. I'm not sure if it's a warning for Matt, but for you, it symbolizes Matt as a puppet. He is losing his humanity." What does everyone think about that?
Hmm.
Let's
I
just say
agree.
that there were no strings on him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I could see it as a representation that Matt himself is losing himself and separating from whatever this darker, more sinister entity is that seems to be overtaking his personality. I could see it like, the mannequin represents Matt. Like now it's just in the beginning stages. He's only lost a little bit of himself. But the further that it progresses, the more the mannequin becomes lifelike because the mannequin is essentially Matt's persona. That's his individuality being separated from his body and this other entity, if you will.
Matt was
Well,
also
Shades,
really
I gotta ask.
concerned that it was a voodoo doll,
Hmm.
which I just thought was weird.
Shades, I gotta ask, if that's the case, how bad do you think it would get for Matt?
If
Like, would it get to the point where it would like mind control him into maybe doing another serum bomb? Could it kill him? Could it?
it could be, I don't
What
know. It
what
could
if
get to the point.
magical?
Do what?
Saraxa says, "Why do we think the mannequin is magical?"
It moves.
On its
Yeah, you're not
own.
wrong.
Like it just randomly appeared on camera, like
It
out of thin
teleported,
air.
it moved,
Yeah.
it knew that they were looking at him, like...
I mean, it's quite obvious. It's quite obvious to most people would put that the mannequin appearing by itself and the words on the wall appearing by themselves as the same result.
Okay,
Like,
Saraxa,
whoever's doing this is the same thing.
Saraxa, I'll bite, okay? I know exactly where you're going with this, okay? I'll
I
bite,
do
and
too.
I'll play you on stage. Saraxa firmly does not believe in the paranormal happening in 863. He believes that this is an individual that is messing with them and maybe diverting them from what they need to be doing. So Saraxa said nobody has ever saw it move in person, which is true. And you can tamper with NES footage. You can have a cut. So if only moved in video, which could have been created to give that illusion, we never see, quotes, magic actually happen. We have
Yeah, and
never
that's
seen
something-
we have never seen the writing appear. We have never seen... What about the footsteps though, Saraxa?
I mean,
The footsteps.
Devices in the walls. My theory from last week.
stepping into Sirax's
we don't
Sirax's
know
thing-
we don't know where the box came from or who made it, so how it works. True, it was an Etsy like crafting project. For all
If
we
we
know,
were-
the
if we
device
were
was
to-
designed to create the illusion of footsteps. That led to something though. That actually led to Okay, all
something
right,
that
all
had
right,
to do
all
with
right. I'm
Right, right.
stepping into Soroxa. Soroxa is saying that they don't know where this box came from. They bought it from some random person on Etsy. The random
Mhm.
person on Etsy could have been, for all we know, Cyphus leading them to where he knew that they had stored the file cabinet, because it was on Rose's it was on Catherine's vlogs where they put it.
Right. Well, I
So,
was just about to say, stepping into Sorox's like theory
mhm.
and mind and stuff. I was gonna say someone who could be like trying to distract the crew is Nelson Cyphus. Nelson Cyphus could be behind all of this because Nelson Cyphus knows that if the crew get back on track and go down this path, that it could lead to one or two things. One, his secrets get exposed, or two, his company goes down.
I mean, I'm in agreement that it's not. I don't believe it's paranormal. I don't.
Neither do
I
I.
really don't. Um, I like playing into the thought that it could be, but at the end of the day, I really don't believe it is. I think, like we've all said, I think this is just a diversion to get them away from like the real path that they're supposed to be following. Um, and apparently it's working because we're all sitting here talking about a mannequin, and it's instead of what we're supposed to be talking about, which is serum and Syntec and what's really going on, but rather we're sitting here on the internet talking about a mannequin dressed in
Matt.
Matt's clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
by the way, I don't think it's Cyphus. I just threw that out there because it was like, it's a name that we know nothing about.
yeah,
We don't even have
Well, but
a
it could
description
very
of him.
well.
It could
Cyphus
be. I
doesn't
just threw it out
exist.
there, but
Cyphus
um
doesn't exist.
no, because we
I'm gonna.
have chat logs of him. And we know he's a co-founder. He can't be a
Yeah.
non-existent
You can't
co-founder.
fake like you're somebody else over a chat log. I mean,
You
come
But
on.
can't
the
fake a
newspaper
co-founder
article,
though. You can't
the
fake that.
I mean,
newspaper
it literally
article.
says on the website, co-founded by Nelson Cyphus.
And
Well,
on
that's
pretty
Syntec
easy.
University, he wrote a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
there's the
Yeah.
newspaper article,
You knew all
and
Yeah.
that
about that
newspaper
book,
article,
Shades.
or
Oh
that
God.
event that was reported on in the newspaper article. I mean, it's pretty
It's
plausible that it is.
it would be
Cyphers
so
doing it.
easy to just make up a fake person and use. I mean, anybody could go up there and be like, "I'm Nelson Cyphus," and it's like it would be so easy to make up a fake persona and use them as a figurehead of this company as a
Okay,
failsafe.
so
But
Shades, if you're on
so
YouTube,
Nelson Cyphus either isn't real or he's dead and has been dead for a while.
stepping into what you think, Shades, about how it could be very easy to come up with a name, why would they come up with something as complex as Cyphus? Like, when you think about it and you try to come up with a fake name, most people, when they come up with a fake name, it's like Kevin Brown or Kate
You
Davison.
got to make it sound believable. It's like, you know, if you just name yourself John Doe, everybody's gonna be like, "Ah, dude's a fake. It's not real."
Well, how come you don't believe in Cyphus, but you believe in John Doe?
Well, I
Also,
don't believe his real name is John Doe.
How do you know? Maybe
Oh
his
my
parents
God.
hated him.
We're gonna name you
I noticed a lot
John
of people
Doe.
We
bringing
can't
up
even think of a name, so you're just gonna be a John Doe, and your sister's
Yeah.
John
Jane
Doe.
Doe.
Yeah. That's why Mom named you Joe Dirt instead of Noonamaker.
Do we have
I
other?
also know that.
Mhm.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Southern. I'll let you finish.
I was gonna say I noticed a lot of people bringing up. I know this is in accordance to last episode, but I noticed a lot of people bringing up the fact that um, Matt said time is ticking, which triggered the survivor to freak out. And back in like I think they said it was like season 2 or something like that. John Doe sent an email with the caption "Time is ticking."
That phrase obviously means something. It holds some sort of significance. Well, I know it means time is running out,
Anarchy.
Saraxa, but
Stop it. Sorry. Anarchy right above
Oh.
Saraxa says, "What if this whole time none of us are real and we're all fake? I'm real.
Oh,
I cut my
God.
finger up open. I bleed. I'll send you a picture."
yeah. What if you just woke up one day and like your entire life was nothing but a dream and it wasn't real and you were just a different person?
These are 3 a.m. baked meat.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Thoughts.
talk about that because of Spider-Man.
No.
No
I do know,
spoilers.
I didn't. That
Upside
wasn't.
down Pepsi.
No.
right?
No, it's a spoiler.
I'm not connected to the Matrix.
Yeah.
Sure you are. I'm just kidding.
I'm not. I don't have a thing on the back
I
of
made
my
it.
head.
I made a theory one time talking about that phrase, saying how I thought that the survivor may have heard somebody in the business, whether it's Wes, Deborah, Cyphus, whatever, heard the phrase "time is ticking," and when they said that, that meant that something bad was about to happen. Bomb was going to be released. Um, the 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 business was going to get shut down. Something bad happened, and someone was like, "We need to hurry. Time is ticking." So the survivor remembered that, put a connection. So when Matt said time is ticking, she drawed back to that bad incident, and that's what made her freak out.
What
I don't
if
know if
they're
that makes
threatening the families? Ink Knight says.
Hmm.
I wouldn't doubt it. I feel like that would be something they would
That could be
They would
good though,
do.
because, like it could be like Ink Knight said, "I'll send a serum bomb to your house if you don't do your work. Time is ticking."
Well, we
Ooh,
already.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
That's true. Time
Gonna
is
send you a
ticking
package.
refers to a bomb.
like they just set an egg timer for like 15 minutes and it's like time is ticking. And it's connected to like a bomb and they're like "Ooh."
Who did that? Somebody did that. Lex Luthor did that to
Superman
yeah, did it to
Makes me think
Superman
of-
to
in
kill
Batman versus
Batman.
Superman. Yeah.
I don't
makes
watch
me think of the scene.
DC because it's dumb.
How
So.
dare you? Because the
It
new
was actually a pretty decent
the
movie.
new
believe it or not.
Batman. I know. Robert Patterson, controversial, but I'm gonna give him a choice. But the Riddler is so dark,
Yeah.
and I'm so
Where is
excited.
she?
I just don't like DC.
The bomb. The bomb thing off makes me-
Like Batman is legit like really the only decent DC character that I like. I mean Batman's cool. Like I like Batman, but like the Flash, Wonder Woman, even Superman I don't really get into. It's like I don't know what it is about DC, but I'm just
DC
more of a
is
Marvel
very
person.
normal.
Me too.
What about Green Lantern and Cyborg and
Yeah, I don't get into like Justice League, Aquaman. No.
the only thing
Like,
I hate
don't-
about Justice League is that they kicked out Batman.
Yeah,
He got kicked out of
Superman's
his own
dead.
club.
Favorite Marvel character, go.
Yes, the Snyder Cut was
Iron
very,
Man.
very good.
Thank God.
I don't know.
Deadpool,
don't
Deadpool,
know.
Deadpool, Deadpool.
No, no.
Deadpool is
He's
okay,
actually my
Artemis,
least favorite, probably.
Artemis, you're about to kick me from this call because I can tell. But what I'm about to say, Deadpool is definitely overhyped.
Agreed.
Okay, enough of that guy.
Well,
No, you're fired.
Oh God. Here we go.
He wanted this. Dude. Ryan Reynolds
You
is a
actually kicked him
god,
off.
sir.
Oh God. He didn't even say Ryan Reynolds. He said Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. He is
No.
Deadpool. He was born
No.
to have self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh
It
my God.
was, wasn't it? It wasn't that nice. He's a prophet. Didn't know it.
What?
I
can't
didn't
with
know.
you.
I didn't know I could kick people in the like list on the side where it says recording room and it shows the people that are on stage on the left-hand side. I was all like, hey, I wonder if I can kick him from here. Oh, I can. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I love you, Southern, and you know it. So Ryan is amazing. Deadpool's overhyped. That's like saying air sucks, but it smells good.
What?
I don't know.
Air doesn't have a smell.
And unless
If you live in my town, which is it's a mill town, there's sawmills and
Oh, I
other
know
big
exactly
mills
what you're
everywhere.
talking.
It always smells.
Yeah,
Air
the
does
paper
smell
m-
here.
Yeah, there's a
Paper
paper mill
mills.
town like like a town over. There's a paper mill town over there.
Yeah, I live in one, so there's
Oh.
mills all over. So the air always has a smell, and
Do
when
we-
it doesn't, it's like,
Yeah.
oh.
When I was a kid, we had a rubber plant in town here, and that's all you would smell is rubber. And it was right next to Walmart, so it was like you
Yeah.
pull up to Walmart and you're like, tires.
Just so
We have
weird.
a road. It's Industrial
You
Way.
have a road.
It's
Yeah.
just industrial plants all
Yeah.
up that road, and it's the super duper long road.
We have
Uh,
Industrial Drive.
Yep.
Is what we have here.
Yeah, but
Hey,
air
guys.
does have a smell here.
Guys. Project
Sorry.
863.
What? What?
Do we have any more people to pull up?
Oh, yeah.
Talking
Let's.
about air.
Anyway, yeah, we're talking about tire air and.
I love air.
Please bear
know
with
what?
us. We are so tired, guys.
All three of us.
And you know
All right,
what's
let's
funny?
do-
We're not tired because of jobs and stuff. We're exhausted because of the podcast that we we haven't even done. Like running the podcast and being on stage is like the least stressful part of our jobs.
Very, very true.
No,
Yeah.
I'm tired because of job. That's why,
Well,
that's why I'm
that
tired.
and you were up late because of jerks on the Minecraft server.
Minecraft.
So
Freaking Dan.
freaking leave Dan alone. Do we have more
No.
people with their hands raised?
Yeah, we do. You know what?
White wolf
We're gonna-
farts.
We're gonna talk to White Wolf farts.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I can apologize to them.
All right, I'll send you an invite. Just click accept. Just accept.
Just
The
accept.
invite.
Just accept. Hi,
No,
White
no.
Wolf. I'm so sorry. Don't yell at me. I'm tired.
They're muted.
I didn't do it. Don't look at me.
There we go.
There we are.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Ground control to White Wolf farts.
Ink Knight says, poor Wolfie.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to. It was just, it just came out. I was like, what a funny. It's arts, you moron, in my head.
Yeah. Apparently, we're not allowed to talk to White Wolf farts.
Oh.
They say they're having mic issues. So
Okay, if you get it worked up, raise your hand again.
yeah, let us know, and we'll
I know what mic issues you're like.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
we all,
My old
For
mic
now-
all
was
been
being
there.
held up by rubber bands. and
For
I
now,
have one
we're
with an
going
arm.
to yeet you back to the audience. Yeet.
A yeet.
Says the
Yeah.
sound guy. Yeah. Says the sound.
Yeah, let's talk to Bread. We haven't talked to Bread in a while. Come on up here, Bread.
Hey, bread.
Sir Brettus.
Or
Big
Breadus.
Big bread. Report it back to the audience.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Southern. I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Freaking Dan, dude.
Freaking Dan, man.
So, Shades, whenever you said that he mows his lawn, does he do that in the winter?
What'd you say?
Does Dan mow his lawn in the winter?
Oh no, nobody mows their lawn in the winter.
Thank you. Oh, okay. He's not as bad as
yeah.
I thought he was.
Bredis,
No.
do you have a theory?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what's that?
It's on the sensors.
Oh, the employee comfort?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
I'm calling back to a few instances where we have looked at where we get motion alerts and stuff in bases, and whenever we look at the Nest cams, nothing's there. And every time that happens, it is the paranormal activity. And the sensors were supposedly able to detect the paranormal activity.
So why aren't they working?
They seem to be working earlier.
Is it
Manikin's
because
just-
of Matt broke it?
Matt broke it.
Matt broke
Matt
the
always
broke the
breaks it.
server.
Matt always breaks it.
So
if
you're
he,
saying that the sensors in the wall were dependent on the server?
I
that they
am.
found
Bread
underneath this
isn't.
thing?
I am.
I'm
I was
Oh.
building off of bread.
Oh, okay.
I was making
see
a
what-
sandwich, if you want to say.
Oh, okay. So would it be safe to say that the satellite that they found on the roof, but it couldn't because it had
It had
863
the
on it?
863 logo on it.
Yeah. See, that's the one. I forget about that. I keep wanting to tie that stupid satellite to something with these
Agora?
sensors, but I can't.
But I mean,
Also,
the server could have been connected in stopping the paranormal.
Yeah.
Also, Shades, clearly Nelson wasn't a real living person. He's the mannequin.
Are we having okay? I have to go back to superheroes since we just got off of that and got back on track.
Yeah.
But are we talking about a multi universe that might be colliding?
Ooh.
Where we
But
have the
then-
writing on the wall that Benjamin has experienced. Now we have a mannequin moving around that might not be a mannequin, that might be somebody's movements around in another multiverse or something like
It
that.
could be
Or
the timeline thing that we were on, like back in season 1 and 2. about,
And
like,
what I'm
back doing
thinking-
different timelines.
because let's step away from the timeline. Deb has known things in future events. Maybe that's because she knew it because it was a different universe, a different multiverse.
She called
Basically,
out 863 while Wes supposedly was still alive.
yeah, and she could have a universe where Wes was never born. She could have a universe where Wes survived the entire thing. She could have a universe where Matt was Wes. Like, there's different, like, everyone go see Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's different things. And so could we have something that's bleeding through because Matt shut down the server? And basically that server was keeping these, like, paranormal, in quotations, paranormal events at bay. And Deb put that there to keep the paranormal events at bay. So that would fall under 863's project. I'm just spilling that out there. If anyone wants to take that and run with it, go ahead. It's your theory, not mine now.
That would make sense because that would mean that Deb, she's in the one place, she's far away, safe from Cyphus. That means that Deb would be somewhere in what we would call the void, in between these dimensions or universes. Like, she's in this void that no one else can get to, that she has created for herself.
So, Marvel What If is essentially what you're saying.
Yeah.
Your own little pocket dimension. Just to
Yeah.
yourself.
Because
Basically.
I did think that, like, why is everything happening right now? And the only thing that I could think of is there are two possibilities. The absolute, which I'm kind of like, about. Because, like, paranormal stuff happened when Matt wasn't in the studio wearing the absolute. The second thing is he destroyed that server. Maybe that server was doing more than what we thought. It
Right.
had to be more than just
It
communications.
could have been holding the spirits at bay.
The spirits in quotation marks.
But then
Anarchy
also
says she's at the
contradict
bottom of
Ratatouille.
the Minecraft world.
No, Anarchy. She's clearly at the top of the Nether.
She's
She
in
made
the
a-
current nether before I fixed it.
Agent 47 says he still does not believe that the server was destroyed. Why do you think that?
We never saw it.
We never saw it be destroyed. Just like we never saw Woods break his antidote. Those are two things that really bother me to this day.
Yeah, but we saw
never
a
saw
destroyed
Woods-
bottle.
We saw broken glass and liquid on the ground. That's all we saw.
And you know
we
what
never
bothers
physically saw him break it.
You know what bothers
blue
me
vial of
about that
Gatorade.
scene more than that?
What?
He called it an antidote.
Yeah.
It was called a counter agent then. Yeah, it was bread. Bread. Calm down. It was
No.
at that time
No.
it was called a counter agent and not an antidote.
Hmm.
And
I
he
mean, they called it
said
an
the
antidote before that.
antidote it broke.
They've
I-
called it an
I-
antidote before that.
No,
They were calling it that, but that was
it
wrong.
was the counter
They were-
agent.
Yeah.
I think Woods was the first one to say that though, was he?
I think so.
No, they.
I
think they
I
called it an
watched the
antidote whenever they
recap.
found it.
I watched the recap and he called it an antidote and I was like, wait, they didn't know that it was mislabeled until they talked to Deb about it.
Right.
So I could have timelines mixed up or whatnot or what have you, but I thought that was interesting that scene he called it an antidote. I could be totally wrong. I haven't watched, season 2 back over again. Maybe I should.
I'm pretty sure they called it an antidote whenever they first found it, though. They
This-
found it and they read counter agent. They said, "So was this an antidote?"
No, he called it a counter agent.
Well,
Because they were like, well, it's a counter agent. And then I remember on the podcast, I was screaming. Because they were like, well, this could heal him. And I'm like, it doesn't! Continuity error. True.
am I the only person who got real big Doctor Who vibes from this episode?
Like the Weeping Angels.
Yeah, like Weeping Angels.
Shades, do you need me to explain?
Do you?
Bleh.
Weeping
I
Angels.
mean-
Weeping Angels are creatures that are stone when you look at them. But the moment you look away or the moment you blink, they move.
Mm.
And if they touch you, they zap you to a different timeline.
So, what would happen since Matt touched it?
Well, the thing is while
Said
they were
wood.
looking at, so that's the thing. If you're looking at a weeping angel and you touch it, it's stone. But if the weeping angel touches you and you're not looking at it, it's now the creature, which feeds off of your timeline, what you would have
Gotcha.
lived. So basically, there's Agent 47. Aren't they creepy? Shades, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that's why they cover their eyes, because they can't afford to look at each other, because if they look at each other, they're both stuck.
Mm.
I remember talking to somebody about this, and he kept telling me I was filled with nonsense.
No, you're not. You're filled with.
Matthias.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was talking to Matthias about the silence.
Do go on. Oh, the silence.
Oh, he just thinks it's nonsense. He was just like, well, they don't hurt people. Silence don't hurt people. And I'm like, yeah, because they're plotting something.
The silence is creepy.
And he's
They
like,
just-
well, when they start harming people, then I'll care about them. And I'm like, but by then it's too late. And he's just beating my head against the wall with that. But no, they don't. McCatness says, don't they feed off your energy? They feed off of the time that you would have lived. That's why they want the TARDIS, because then they would have all the time that they want and never be hungry again. So But thank you so much, Bread. Do we have any more hands raised? Shaders?
Nades.
We got we have one more. We have one
Okay.
more person with their hand raised, so we can
Okay.
talk to them. Godbreaker. That's a
That sounds like
Wow.
an awesome weapon. I'm gonna name my weapon in Minecraft the Godbreaker.
Godbreaker.
You were killed by the Godbreaker.
Yeah. I love how who was it with the sword named Grandma?
I think that's Toast. Toast has the sword
Yeah.
Grandma. You were killed by Grandma. Or it's either Toast or Bread. One of those.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hello.
Breaker.
Hello, Godbreaker.
We cannot hear you.
Hello?
Everyone is having...
Everybody's having mic issues.
I know.
It's a Monday all over again.
Now they're deafened. Now they can't hear us. We can talk about... Oh, now we can't.
Oh, never mind. It was Nugs who has the sword named Grandma.
Oh, Nugs does?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe we need to make a sword named Joe Mama.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. Well,
Sorry about that, Godbreaker.
yeah, just gonna yeet you back to the audience now. Yeah, yeet. Well,
yeah. I mean,
Well-
honestly, it was a weird episode. We're still trying to figure it out. To me, it just seems like misdirection. To me, like a magician misdirecting.
yeah, there's something weird going on, and it's like it's more than meets the eye, but it's.
But I'm starting to think that Matt, there is deeply something going on with Matt. I've always had the suspicion, and I know everyone's all like, well, they're on Matt. Artemis is always on Matt's side. But no, I just... Everyone's been thinking that since, season 1, season 0. People are like, Matt's behind it. Matt's turning evil. Matt's going out of line. And I just
This
think...
time it's like actually happening.
I know. In this episode, I was just like, the only thing that I can come up with it is the reason why he doesn't trust his team anymore is because of Woods' betrayal.
Yeah, because of what Woods did. That's justifiable, but to assume that everybody's going to betray you just because one person did, he's becoming paranoid and really closed off about things. I think they really just need to take that out. I want to see them forcibly take it from him. Just hold him down and just snatch it off his neck. See it.
And put him in a cage.
No, we don't have to put him in a cage.
Yes, we need to put him in a Faraday cage, and that would mean if he's being controlled, all those signals would not reach him anymore.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a Matt in a cage.
Oh,
Mad in a cage.
Mad in a cage. Mad in a cage. Sorry.
What just happened?
Where am I? What is happening? Well,
Yeah.
Let's leave. We shall leave that here.
Okay, let's leave.
Well, we have some things to talk about.
We just log off
Oh
and
wait,
everybody's
White
still
Wolf.
here.
White Wolf has their hands raised. Let's see if their mic is working. We'll try that. I owe that to them. I call them White Wolf,
Yeah.
wolf farts. So.
Oh, let's see here.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I sent the invite.
Mad in a cage. Hi, White Wolf. Can you hear us now? Can we hear you? Hello?
Hello.
Well, we tried. Sorry, White Wolf. Maybe next
Anyway.
week. Now, every time I see your name, I will forever hang my head in shame.
Yes.
But we're going to go ahead and leave the podcast right here. I want to thank everyone for joining us, everyone who came up on stage. This episode was one of those episodes where I was like, I don't get it. There's no
So
science.
confused.
There's no science. So of course I come up with the multiverse to add some science to it, but
Like, this is totally my type of episode too. Is like, I love stuff like this. And
don't
I
get me
just-
wrong, it was a good episode. If anyone from Spellbound is still listening,
Great
it was,
episode.
It was
Loved it.
It was a very good episode. It's just,
I mean, we got a Tanner cameo, and Kat was there.
all right. Okay, this is my theory, and I'm going to stick to it, and this is what I'm going to believe until proven otherwise. It's Mike Badal.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
It does in my head, and that's all that matters.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's Mike Badal been like, oh, you'd like to play with something spooky? I'll give you with something spooky. And he's all like,
Mike Badal is not the revenge type. Mike Badal has
Oh,
bigger
yes,
and better
he is.
things to do.
oh, yes, he is.
Then
And Mike,
play
if you're
around.
listening, I'm on to you.
Yeah. Mike, if you're listening, I'm on your side. You have more important things to do than play around with these little YouTubers.
Play
You are
around with
Grammy-
these dolls.
You are Grammy nominated, okay? You are better than revenge.
I can see Mike Badal playing with dolls. It rhymes. It must be true.
No.
I want to thank everyone for joining us. I hope you guys have a great week. Consider liking the video and subscribing. Also, consider becoming a member. It's only $1.99 for our first tier. Second tier and third tier gets the available Minecraft server that Shades has been working so hard on, and I have been working very hard to tear it down.
Yeah. Yeah, come play Minecraft with us and watch Artie destroy everything.
I have not led us into circle once, and I have not broken glass.
That's
and
because I gave
refilled
you
it
a
with,
compass.
refilled it with dirt blocks. So
Ugh.
we did that once. We hid in a village, and I punched out all the windows in rage and filled them with dirt blocks. No reason, just did it. I felt like the creepers were staring at us. So.
Yeah, and the skeletons kept shooting us through the windows because somebody broke all the glass out. And so the obvious answer was fill them with dirt.
I filled it with dirt. I
Can
did it
I say something
immediately.
before we stop the recording here.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. No, you come back up here.
Come back, Nugs. We were just kidding.
Well, I join in, I ask a question, and then I get a stern no from both of you at the exact same time. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not welcome
We're
here.
just slap happy, stupid mood.
We're just
okay?
kidding.
You were just kidding. Tell us.
That
What do
was
you want to
pretty funny.
say?
But I did want to mention, unfortunately, in the recent days in the Minecraft server, we've had some people's houses blown up. So for those of you who have already been in the server, if you are the individual who is doing this or one of the individuals who are doing this, please stop. All of us on this, we spend hours on this server trying to make our homes the best we can. So we're on it all the time. We're building, we're mining, hanging out with each other, and blowing people's houses up is not the way we want people to play in
No.
that server.
And I'll say this about it, and this is all I'm going to say about it. I pay for this server out of my own pocket with my own money, because I want you guys to have something to enjoy. And this is a game. It's supposed to be fun. It's something we're supposed to be able to do and come together as a group and have fun. And whoever's doing this is making it not fun anymore. Now, I will tell you this. Whoever is doing this, if it's a single individual or a group of people, I will find out who you are. And you will not only be banned from the Minecraft server, you will be banned from this Discord, the YouTube, the Twitch, the Instagram, the freaking TikTok. I don't care. You will be banned from every platform that the Subject 4 podcast has. Because what you are doing is unacceptable. It is deplorable, and we're not going to stand for it. I have plugins installed that I can now find out. I know exactly what you're doing every second of every minute that you're in the Minecraft server. I can see the last block you placed. I can see the last block that you stepped on.
Hey,
I know what you're
Shades.
doing.
Shades,
So,
did
what?
you install employee comfort.
No.
Are
It's
you
called-
Worst part
Simon?
is he has. He has. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it is employee comfort.
things have
it's ba-
gotten desperate enough that we have to resort to employee, in this case, member and mod
Yeah.
comfort. So
It's actually called Core Protect. Me and Justin tried it out. It works amazing. So yeah, if you mess with anybody else's stuff, we will know. I will know exactly who you are, when you did it. I'll know where you were when you did it.
I know
So
where you
please do-
live.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So please don't do that because I will ban you from every platform that this podcast has. And I will even message the Spellbound staff to make sure you're banned from the official 863 Discord, all the platforms they have. There's no ceiling to this. I will not stop. Like,
He's being Papa
He's not the
of the
only one who's
server right
upset.
now.
Yeah,
Like he's very upset. And
He's
I
not the
get
only
it.
one
This
upset.
is something relaxing that he wanted to do with our audience, and it's
like
no
these are
longer
my
relaxing.
friends. These are my friends. These are my people that I wanted them to have something to enjoy, and somebody is making it to where they're not having a good time, and it upsets me. And when you upset my friends and my people, it upsets me. So whoever's doing this, I'm gonna find out who you are, like without fail. I'm gonna find you, and you're not going to enjoy what happens to you when I find out who you are.
And well, I mean, it just doesn't make it fun anymore. Like we're gonna have prank days, like April Fool's Days coming around the corner. We'll do pranks then, but it's not funny and it's not a prank right now, especially for the individuals that they did it to. It was like you can't do it to the most kindest person on the server. The two most kindest people on the server, Toast and Airport. So, but yeah, this is why we're a little overprotective right now because it's like, dude, like, and they're mods.
Airport, out of goodwill, went out of her way to go, "Hey, Inky, do you have diamonds? No, take a diamond block."
Yeah.
Like,
Airport is literally the nicest person that you will ever interact with. And the fact that this was done to them, like that's what did it for me. Is like it could have been anybody, and I wouldn't have been as upset if it was Airport. Like Airport is that's what sent me over the
what's an
top. It's like,
angel?
Well,
it's just
we
it's
will.
unfortunate.
We are
but
going to.
We're
to
gonna fix
put
it.
the hammer
I
down.
promise.
So yeah,
we're
so
gonna fix it. I promise you that.
If
I
you wanna,
promise, so
if you wanna become a member and join the chaos, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, join the chaos.
I do want to, before I let you guys go and before we end, I do want to do moderators, please spam our chats in YouTube and Discord. We Are Subject 4 is now streaming on Twitch. Let's do a raid. Head over there. Send your theories over there. It says, I just got the notification 10 minutes ago. They started their live. Send Jordan and Angel. They're one of the biggest sweethearts. And the most like they need more followers. They need more people to love on them, to keep them boosted, to keep them going. So please, after we end here, which is very, very soon, please go over there, give them sub love, tell them Subject 4 loves them, and tell them that Artemis loves them and appreciates them so much. And they please consider giving them a follow. I know a lot of people aren't really Twitch people, but I mean, you can easily click that link and just go watch them and go hang out with them. They're going through
Go
the
do it. They're
episode.
amazing people.
Yes, very,
Also-
very big
Also-
friends.
I think it'd be pretty cool to not just go into their chat and spam. Everybody starts spamming raid. Like, let's just Let's
Yeah,
just
like,
have
just
go in
one
and,
or
like-
two people
Don't
say,
spam raid. Spam something positive.
Hi,
Yeah.
how are you? What part of the episode are you on? Because I know they're reacting to the fan art right
Yeah.
now.
Ketchup is
Any
good on
theories yet?
tacos. You know.
No, ketchup is
Like-
not good on tacos.
Like,
If you
Yes, it
no.
Like, let's have one or two people say that a raid is going on, but then nobody else spam the word raid.
Yeah.
Everyone just go over there and spam Matt in a cage, okay?
No more
Matt
walls.
in a
Matt in a
cage.
cage.
Matt in a
Oh,
cage.
Butter Pop Tarts. Let's go.
Yeah. All
Everybody-
right.
Alright.
Well,
I'll see
on
you
that
guys
note,
later.
you guys have a great week. We will catch you guys here probably around the same time. Does this time work for you, Shades?
Sometimes, but it's like, it just depends on what day of the week it is. I don't
Yeah.
Depends
know.
on the
My
I
life
kind of-
is
I
spiraling
kinda
out of
like to have-
control.
I kind of like to have the later time because it seems like the Spellbound employees can listen to us a little bit better. But so catch us around this time. It's all up to Shades' boss. But which he's already having PTSD about. But we will see you guys next week, and I hope you please be safe. Please consider subscribing, and you do not have a choice. Go raid over at the Twitch, and you don't have a choice in there. You have to follow them, and you have to raid them right now. All right, I'm sending you over now.